Hey guys, it's Christina and welcome back to my channel. Alright y'all, so we going to do a little chit chat session for this video because I have so much that I want to talk to you guys about. Either that's like recapping of 2024, what 2025 is going to look like, things that I accomplished in 2024, and also I just want to like introduce myself properly to like all the new people that have subscribed to my channel, which I truly appreciate. So I feel like let's do a little sit down, get to know each other kind of vibe. Okay, so as you guys know, my name is India. I am 30 years old. I'm married. I've been married, I think this year will be 2 years, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm married. I have no kids. I got a dog, and that's basically like a summary of myself. I know a lot of y'all want to know like how do I live overseas and how did that work out. An OG person that's been on my channel for a while, you know that I lived in Korea, and I lived in Korea for 2 years, and then recently I just moved to Germany now in August, so it's been 4 or 5 months now, which is also crazy because I feel like I just moved. But how this opportunity happened, and it's not even well, I guess it could be explained as opportunity, but really just the military, the government. So my husband is a government contractor. He's not in the service, so he doesn't wear no uniform or nothing like that. He's just a contractor, and all he did was just apply for jobs overseas, and then something came up, we hit it, and we were able to move overseas. So everything is covered, you know, under the government. So our rent, bills, all that. So it really just depends on the company and contracting company that you work for, depending on how great your benefits are. So that's what we all in the negotiation phase. But other than that, baby, that's why we living overseas, because, you know, no bills, you know, we don't have to deal with, you know, some of the issues that happen in America. Now, everything has a pros and cons, because, you know, I am out here like, me and my husband, it's just us. You know, you have things that you just miss about America, but over time you do adjust. And for me and him, we know we don't plan on living overseas forever. We do, you know, we think we want to come back home. We're just open to wherever, you know, God wants us to be. But if it was up to us, you know, we're not living overseas forever. And maybe I can make like another video comparing Korea and Germany and which one I kind of like more. But I feel like they both have their pros and cons. I'm still trying to figure out Germany. I'm still in the trying to, you know, see how I feel. Initially, there's a lot more things beneficially that I do like about Germany better. So I'm still trying to like figure it out, but there's also things about Korea that I miss as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make a separate video about that. Okay, so let's talk about some of the goals that I did accomplish in 2024, because I just feel like 2024 for me was a good year. And even if like, I just feel like it was more like peaceful in a way. Like I just felt like I didn't have like a lot of drama, and I like I say I always do, but sometimes like in a year you could have big things that happen to you that really like are painful and really hard to go through. And I can just say like, I thank God that 2024 was a year that it wasn't too much going on. Now 2023, baby, that was a year. Honestly, that's one of the worst years of my life. So I'm so happy that going through 2023 and surviving 2023 and going into 2024, it was such a dramatic change. And honestly, the biggest change between 2023 and 2024 was me rededicating my life to Christ and really getting serious with my relationship with Christ. And I could say like doing that change has really like helped me tremendously on how I view things, how I respond to people. Like a lot of things have changed in the 2024, a lot of year of growth, development, all that good stuff. So anyway, back to my topic of what good things happened in 2024. So I think for me, like I already told you, I was rededicating my life to Christ. That was a big huge thing that I'm so glad that the Lord, you know, completely tugged on my heart to make that change. And then I got baptized of May of 2024 at my home church in San Antonio, The Rock. That was something I really wanted to do, was get baptized. So I'm so glad that aligned up. I actually graduated from college in 2024, which that was so annoying, just because the school that I graduated from, they didn't have an online program, and as y'all know, I was living in Korea, so trying to balance, you know, with professors to work with me to complete my degree, because I literally had like 5 classes left, and it was a lot of shifting pieces, but I'm so glad I was able to graduate and done with that. And then I became an auntie in 2024. Both of my best friends had babies, and being an auntie, y'all, it's just a different type of love that you got for them kids. Like, I love them babies. Like, you would swear I love them like they're my own. Like, those are my children, as I like to say, they're my kids. And then also, I hit 1,000 subscribers in 2024, and y'all, I just was so shook, because I really didn't think like that was something that I was gonna be able to accomplish, just because I just didn't think like people were gonna watch my channel like that. Like I said, I always say this story. This channel was just for my family and friends to watch my life in Korea and wherever journeys I went on. I did not expect to even get to close to 1,000 subscribers. So that's why I'm like so forever grateful that, you know, people are still subscribing, interested, and I'm just like, wow, Lord, like what do you got me doing on this YouTube channel? Like, what you using it for? So that's why I was trying to remain obedient and stay prayerful, because I want, overall, this is God's channel, this ain't my channel. So I just want to make sure I'm obedient, and he's always leading me in what I should post and what I should talk about. So yeah, that was kind of mostly goals, I guess. Well, actually, yeah, at the end of 2024, that's when I did move to Germany. So moving, you know, country to country, that was, ooh, child, like that was like a lot. And me and TJ did not expect all the hiccups that happened throughout the move, but you know, we're grateful for everything. You know, we're grateful that we made it here safely. We're grateful that our stuff came here safely. But y'all, that was a little headache. I ain't gonna lie to you, that move was a little headache. Okay, so now we're going to talk about maybe the challenges in 2024, because there also was challenges. I just don't want, you know, to say like, oh, my year was perfect, when nobody's year is perfect. We all go through things. So for mine is really being consistent in my faith. Like, as I told you, I recently got rededicated, and it's like you're really changing your habits to make sure like God gets the glory out of everything. And sometimes you have ways where you're just so on fire for God, and then you have ways where you're just like, I haven't prayed in a week, I haven't read my Bible in a week, what is going on? So I always feel like for me, being consistent with my fire was a really big challenge for me, and reframing the mind, like how I think about situations. I saw my old thoughts trying to take over, and I'm just like, oh no, like I need to remember what the word says and what God says. So that was a challenge for me as well. Another thing is like, I talked about this on my channel before, me going through the IVF journey to have my baby, like that had to get on pause. And for me, that was like a struggle, because I'm ready to be a mom like right now. Like I'm ready to have my baby. So having to do the move and pause and, you know, keep doing all these doctor visits. And at this point, I stopped all of it, because I'm like, Lord, you going to have this baby whenever it's your time. But going through that in 2024 was a challenge. And the thing is, I think what I was trying to do was rush God and rush his process. And with that, God don't rush for nobody. So I had to learn like, okay, girl, like you need to sit back. You need to basically let God take control. So I feel like those were my biggest challenges. And maybe the move. I don't think the move was a big challenge, but it was just something that was kind of annoying. And there was a lot of things financially that we had to pay for that we were just like, we didn't think about that. Like, for example, like our car, we were able to bring our car from Korea to Germany. And so when, of course, your car takes a couple months to get here, you got to pay for a rental car. And so we had to drop like almost $1,000 a week on a rental car. And if you don't budget for that, it is just a lot of expenses that you don't think about that come up in moving until it actually happens. So that was just one of the examples that that happened to us. Now we're gonna talk about what 2025 is looking like. So for me, your girl got some travel plans lined up. And if you've been following me for a while, you know your girl loves to travel. And I'm hoping that the places that I'm going to, like, they're like, I guess they're like my dream destinations that are kind of like bucket list items. And I'm hoping that they all get accomplished. So just be prepared, keep on a lookout for the travel. Like, I'm super excited that I get to share, you know, these places and even have the opportunity to go to these places. But yeah, we're gonna do some travel in 2025. Another thing that I really want to work on in 2025 is sharing more of my faith. I think that God is instilling more confidence in me about speaking more publicly about my faith, and even not even always speaking about it, but just how I operate and the words that are coming out of my mouth. Like, you gonna know, like, this girl over here don't play about the Lord. So I'm definitely want to set up more of a space for me to talk about my faith and talk about topics and discuss them and how I think or feel about it, and then y'all share in the comments how y'all think or feel about it, because I just feel like it's important to share these things and talk about these things. And being, you know, young and, well, 31 young is, well, 30's young, but just being young and how we process and think about things, I just want to, you know, share and talk about it. So I feel like I'm going to share more of that on my channel this year. And also, your girl trying to get back in her fashion content. I feel like when I first started my channel, maybe like year one, maybe, I was really in my fashion bag, putting outfits together. I was just showing y'all what I got off of Shein or Fashion Nova, and I was like, look how we about to style it before we go take pictures. I really want to get back into that because I was really enjoying like fashion content. And surprisingly, on Instagram, people be DMing me about like, sis, help style me, or how do you do your clothes? And I was just like, okay, not that people like want to know how I put that on. So I definitely want to share more fashion content and things like that. So, and putting outfits together because I find that fun. And also just taking more Instagram pictures and being more consistent, y'all. I don't know why I just get in these moods where it's like heavy content, and then I just disappear. So I'm like, Lord, help me to be more consistent and stay motivated and keep wanting to share all that good stuff. But I'm excited to see what 2025 has. I'm excited to see where God pushes me for 2025 and see where this channel takes off to. And also, I feel like I want to share some of my goals for 20. Kind of lines up with the first the topic that I was just speaking about, but I do want to share more of my goals with you guys. That way, you know, we can hold each other accountable. So if you want to comment, you know, some of your 2025 goals, feel more than welcome to share them. So for me, I want to dive deeper into my walk with Christ. So actually, y'all, like, I don't want to say I'm preaching, but preaching or speaking on my first sermon sometime in February, y'all, I never thought that I would be speaking like to people. Like, I thought if anything I would speak to y'all about Christ and stuff like that, but speaking to like live people on a Zoom call and like having a whole sermon to prepare, y'all, I never thought that was for me. So the fact that the Lord is pushing me to start stretching me, getting me uncomfortable, I was like, oh Lord Jesus. But I'm trying to be open to it, not be nervous or scared, because clearly the Lord has something that he wants me to say. I just don't always know, like, okay, Lord, like, am I saying this right? Am I representing you well? I feel like those are just thoughts that I constantly have. But clearly, you know, he's pushing me to still share his word and speak on him. So I was like, okay, Lord, I'm gonna be obedient. Even though I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm gonna do it. So I don't know the date yet, but maybe I'll share the link, or however I can put it like a snippet on here when I end up talking. I don't know how I'm gonna do all that, but I am gonna give y'all more information like when the time comes. Also, another goal for my 2025 is be more vulnerable. I realized like I've been having like stuff go on with me and nobody would know, and then I'll come out of it and they'd be like, oh, you were going through something? I was like, yeah. And I'm just like, how do I be more vulnerable with the people around me? How do I be more open with the people around me? Because I don't want to always be the strong friend. I don't want to be that anymore. I want to have moments where I'm strong for you and you're strong for me, but I don't want to constantly always be the strong friend. Well, that also requires me to be more open and more vulnerable with situations that are going in my life with the people that I trust and love. So I'm definitely want to work on that in 2025 and letting my walls slowly keep coming down. Because your girl, them walls used to be up. But the grace of God and me putting my faith in God has slowly started bringing those walls down, which I'm so grateful for. So yeah, definitely going to work on that in 2025. I think we already talked about the traveling, like booking trips, like even if they're not even like far away trips, but like weekend getaways and doing more things. Because I can say these 4 or 5 months, like I did a little bit of traveling because we went to France and stuff like that, but no big trips. So I really want to get some more traveling in. And another goal for mine is financial discipline and being on a budget and sticking to budgets. Y'all, like, why am I just now 30 learning how to really budget? Like, I wish I would have took more time to do this when I was younger, but you know, no shame and no guilt that, you know, that I'm learning late. But I just really wish like I have more financial discipline and more of a concept of budgeting at a younger age. But I'm so happy that, you know, me and my husband are on one accord. We got this budget down packed. We're sticking to the goal because, you know, we have things that we want to accomplish in 2025. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to keep this video short, quick, to the point. I wanted to start off, you know, this year with just a reintroduction, what's going on with the channel, what it's looking like, and just to say hey, because I haven't vlogged in a minute. So I just wanted to, you know, get back in the rhythm of things and make sure I'm consistent and persist. Okay, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna just make sure I work on consistency throughout the year. But I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me just yap for the next, like, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I appreciate y'all just hearing me, listening to me, hearing me out, subscribing, being a part of my little tribe that we got going on over here. I'm excited to meet all the new people that are gonna come along. I hope y'all like, subscribe, share, get in the comments. Don't forget to share y'all's 2025 goals, and I'll see you guys on the next video.